Testing 1 2 1 2. Let's get active. First, we'll jump over here to the micro scanner. So on the micros, we see BOXL up 37%. We see ELPW, FEED, SUNE, EVTV, and INHD all above the 10% mark. Okay. And getting some trading in there. So we'll look through and see why those are up. In the non-micros, we have CIGL up 42%. We have LIMN up 21%. And we'll look through those top gainers as well to see why they're up. We have Slab, and some of these are lower volume, but they are up on the day. So we'll see if their catalyst will overshadow anything else. But let's start off with the micro caps. Go to Boxel, BOXL. It's up 39%. Don't see catalyst for it right now. Let me go and check on Yahoo for BOXL. Okay. Box. So it says the last news that I see is 12 days ago. Boxel or Boxlight unveils Front Row Symphony, and that was 12 days ago. So no fresh news on it yet. It is up 37% with 35 million shares traded on it. Last news was 12 days ago. Okay. The next one, go to ELPW. LPW, not really looking super lovely. Down here, it's up 36%, but like it's dead. I believe that was a Chinese company that was trading up last week. Let's go to Feed, FEED. No news this month on it. Last news is on the 31st, January 31st. Let's see. FEED. Yahoo's looking like. Feed, it says 3 days ago, due to the street broadcast today on Bloomberg across. Okay, so that has nothing to do with Feed. And then 6 days ago, they had a partnership. So no fresh news on that one either. For Feed, AG Feed. Good morning, everybody. Oh, it's no. Last real news was 6 days ago on this one. It was a partnership. 6 days ago. Partnership. Okay, next one we see is SUNE. Still looks dead. EVTV. One that we've seen multiple times. It's up 16% right now. It does have some news on the day. So let's see what this news is talking about on EVTV. EVTV, it says 23 minutes ago, Envirotech Vehicles Inc. advances into execution phase of following on-site engineering validation of modular AI power infrastructure. All right, so that is the freshest news that we see. Let's go ahead and click into it and see if we see any keywords that are telling us to stay away, or is this something that could grind higher throughout the day? Veritech Vehicles Inc. advances into execution phase following on-site engineering. Okay, we just did that. Validation Modular Infrastructure Initiative with Azio AI. So this is within their partnership. Inveritech vehicles, purpose-built electric vehicles. Okay, the on-site working session marked a transition from design and feasibility into execution, with EVTV and AZO AI teams completed comprehensive technical assessments across fuel, power, and compute systems, and establishing confirmed pathways for deployment. On-site engineering validation confirms technical readiness. During the multi-day site visit, senior leadership engineers and technical specialists from EVTV and AZO AI conducted hands-on evaluations to validate system performance, layout, and integration requirements. Key milestones completed during the visit included fuel and gas analysis, validating composition, flow rates, and long-term operational suitability, electrical systems analysis, infrastructure layout confirmation, site readiness, vendor quotations received from critical components. As the result of these activities, the initiative has progressed beyond conceptual planning into coordinated field execution, supported by finalized technical inputs and agreed upon vendors for cooling and electricity. These indicators reflect operational readiness, execution momentum, and are not intended as financial projections or revenue guidance. Okay, so I really didn't see any red flags in there. They got some next steps with on-site validation complete and execution underway. EVTV and ASIO AI will continue advancing procurement, system integration, and deployment planning. The company expects to provide additional operational updates as further milestones are achieved. Veritech Vehicles. That's about Veritech, and then about AZO. These are the two companies that are working together. And Veritech Vehicles is a U.S. based manufacturer of electric vehicles and specialty infrastructure platforms focused on sustainable, purpose-built solutions for commercial and industrial applications. ASIO AI Corporation is a next-generation artificial intelligence infrastructure company focused on scalable, power efficient AI data centers and mission critical compute solutions. Okay, so I really did not see any red flags in there. Of course, it's not leading on the day, but maybe it'll be something that grinds. I'm definitely going to put it on the watch and add it to the notes as well. So over here on my tools. So this is a note from yesterday. This is what I actually traded. GXAI, Amazon, Gaxos AI says Amazon Web Services commits to fund preliminary development of Gaxos Labs AI powered sales coaching platform. Okay, and the keywords in their description when I read through it was Amazon, AI, cryptocurrency, NFTs. They had both of them, cryptocurrency, NFT. But all right, let's go ahead and add EVTV to the list as well because they are underway and they're executing things. So EVTV. And let's see. This was they're on the execution phase now of what they're doing for EVTV. So we got two that I'll kind of be watching. Not I don't know if I'm gonna trade EVTV today, but definitely just putting that on the board that they are building out the AI whatever infrastructure. Um, let's jump back over here to Oh, I didn't even show you my notes. Oh, here are the notes. I was on the wrong screen. EVTV, and then what I actually traded yesterday was GXAI, and I'm just keeping all of these notes logged, all of my notes from over these couple of weeks. What are the standout catalysts? And if I see them later on, do I want to just jump on board because I already know what they're talking about, or what? Is this something that I'm familiar with? Okay, back over to not Voxel, not ELPW. Speed hitting his head up there. Last news was from 6 days ago. Partnership, EVTV, soon, SUNE, up 31%, but still not looking the most bullish. INHD. So we're not seeing a whole bunch of bullishness. So we'll see if anything wants to become that bullish character. Let's look down into the non-micros. These are the things with a little bit higher floats. A little bit higher floats out here. Of 42. So the highest ones out here are up 51, 42, 21, 20%. But look at the volume. It's up 51%, but nobody's really trading it. CIGL though, it's getting trading. It's up 42%, but it looks bearish. Look at this. Rise up. Gave it all back. Okay. Let's look at ENPH up 21%. I think that's an energy stock. I'm telling you, the energy stocks, natural gas, uh, what else? Solar energy, all those they've been blessing. All those have moved up since the beginning of the year in my longer term portfolios. EGHT, trash. Okay, so now we've looked at the top gainers. And MMA, what are you doing out here? MMA Mixed Martial Arts Group expands digital finance strategy through partnerships with Donald Trump and World Liberty Financial. And it's at 95 cents. I mean, I don't know about that. Forming with Donald Trump, it hit a high of 109. What's the float here? Float or shares outstanding is 26 million. So the float's got to be lower than that. So I'm not sure about that. I don't know, man. Anyway, let's look on down. So just looking through here, what is actually getting up to 1 million shares traded? MMA is right there at 95 cents, up 12. Oh, it's up 12% at 95 cents. I don't know. That doesn't. If we look back at so this is more of like a meme type move. If it does do anything up to $1, Mixed Martial Arts Group expands digital finance strategy through partnerships with Donald Trump Jr. And World Liberty Financial. So that's more like on the meme type basis. If it does catch some fire today, I don't know if I want to deal with that type of pressure. SMCI. Voxel. All right, let's jump over here to the front page news and see what we got over here. All right, the SpaceX mega merger boosts Musk trade. While other AI goals remain vague, Musk frames XAI as a sci-fi epic, just as he did with Tesla SpaceX. Get out, traders dump software stocks as AI fears take hold. Why the AI-driven software stock crash probably isn't over. Eli Lilly stock jumps after upbeat 2026 profit forecast. Texas Instruments to buy chip designer Silicon Labs in $7.5 billion deal. Novo shares tumble on forecast steep drop in sales. Gold rebounds above 5,000 as sharp retreat lures dip buyers. Renters use rent now, pay later services to manage monthly payments, but fees raise concerns. At AbbVie forecast 2026 profit above estimates on strong sales of newer immunology drugs. Software stocks slide again as AI threats rattle investors. Texas Instruments agrees to buy chip designer Silicon Laboratories. U.S. authorities a short extension on a long-standing African trade agreement. All right, let's see what we got down here. IPOs, crypto. Yeah, Bitcoin definitely dropped. I actually reduced my crypto holdings at the end, or I started reducing at the end of last year, and I definitely majorly reduced them into this year. So I'm not super exposed to the crypto drop. I mean, dropping from 100K all the way down to 75, it's like, bro, come on. You're supposed to be performing well. What are we doing out here? And so I kind of avoided that. And speaking of crypto, go back over here to Bitcoin, see where it's sitting at right now. Bitcoin is at 74,000. So think about it. Anybody that was up here buying this breakout of 130, hopefully they bought small so they can average down to this 75. But right now my exposure is so small, I don't even care about even if it drops all the way down here to 58. I don't know if that's going to happen, but my dividend portfolio is doing way better than my crypto. So it's kind of like what we see in the markets with gold. Money moves. If something isn't performing well, get out. Get into something else, build up whatever else, and then get back in. Off the dip. So money is always moving, money is always flowing. But yeah, crypto definitely disappointing. Disappointing into the beginning of this year. Okay, ELPW feed. EVTV continues to just come up here. Like I said, I didn't see any bad news, but I didn't see any super duper hot news. The news wasn't better than GXAI yesterday with the Amazon news. And I'm gonna definitely continue to watch those. And those two are currently on my watch list: GXAI and EVTV. Just to continue to watch how they work and how they play. PayPal still going down. Boy, that daily chart looks nasty. They got. And then here's their daily chart. Look at this. Look at this. From 52 all the way down here and continuing to go down. That is a huge fall off. And I don't even, let me see, look back. Have they ever been down $41? Let's see. Is that the lowest they've ever? Nope. Okay. Nope. They've been down here before, right here, $42 back in what year was this? It's 2017. They were at $40. 2017. Wow. Re-entering where they started back here in 2015, 40 something dollars, came all the way back down to 40. Crazy. All right. Let's go and look at what's up, AJ. We're looking through the markets. I went through my notes in the trade. I traded GXAI yesterday. These are the notes that I've currently taken over the past couple of weeks and months. So we saw EVTV back here on January 13th. It is currently trading upwards today. Bitcoin popped to 97K on January 15th, and now it's down to 74K, all the way down to 74K. BNAI, of course, we know this one had the African government contract on BNAI. I don't even know where that one's sitting. Let me see. BNAI. Oh, it said $23. Okay. Yeah. Get that big pop. It's at $23. Let's see. ARAI robot delivery. Where are they sitting? ARAI. ARAI is currently at $1.69. And what were they doing? AR robot delivery around the US. Okay. USR rare earth. Go look at that. I remember that one. USAR rare earth. That's $25. Okay. EVTVAI. We saw that one on January 26th, and then we're seeing it again today. And so right now, the most recent ones that I'm seeing today, EVTV had news on today. GXAI is the one that I traded yesterday. Okay. Right around. Jump back over here to the main charts. Good morning, Donnell. We're out here. We're looking around. Boxel has 50 million shares traded with no apparent recent catalyst. They did do a reverse split a couple of months ago, but further than that, I'm not sure why they have 50 million shares traded. On their daily chart, it looks like they're poppers and droppers. So, or either they did a reverse split. Okay, that's why. So this isn't accurate. It went up. It says 60, but with the reverse split, it's probably down way lower than that. Let's see. So right now, what their price? 170 something. So they're up in here somewhere. Yeah, not too impressive on Boxlight. Hopefully y'all had a good day, good weekend, good day, good start to the week, and maybe you didn't take any trades yesterday because we had that crazy Chinese mover that popped up from what $9 up to $30, and some people got scorched. Some people made a lot of money if they were just in it early and held, but I avoided that when I looked for the catalyst and I saw that GXAI had a commitment from Amazon to fund their preliminary developments. And I was like, yep, this is it. Yup. Can't miss this one. All right. Jump back over. Feed still chopping around. But yeah, Boxel, I don't really like that one. ELPW, that's one of the it was a late mover on one of these days. It had moved like up crazy in the aftermarket, but then really didn't do anything else. It's Chinese. Feed continuing to chop down. INHD, what is this? INHDO is going down. WTO. Okay. Anything else? Anything? Slab. It's crazy. NPH. ONCY. SMCI. One of the things that I was talking to Donnell yesterday about was continue to follow catalysts. A lot of times we'll see good catalysts and then I'll get stirred trading these other things or, trying to catch momentum and all of this. And it's just like, bro, watch the good catalysts. Just keep watching because usually a lot of these, may not be in the same week or the same month. They come back up and they go crazy. And I'm like, oh, why wasn't I watching this? But now, I really want to focus in on the tools that I'm using, keeping the notes because I have the notes. The things that have ripped, like BNAI, that was before it even ripped, and then it ripped. It was like, bro, I saw this on, notated it. I just did not follow the catalyst because I was just trying to, make the most money every day, and so looking for that momentum, wasting time actually, when I should just be like, all right, let me just see if this thing's holding levels. Let's see what other news comes out. If news comes out and I see it up, let's get it on that one. You know what I mean? And just continue to drain every single cent from that catalyst until it absolutely fails. I sound like a parasite, don't I? Interesting. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do, especially on days when there's things that are moving that don't even have as good of a catalyst as GIXAI or EVTV, and it's just moving up. And I'm like, this thing has no reason to be moving. Well, maybe I should go and check on my little bundle and see what they're doing. Are they holding levels? Can I start a swing position, a small swing position in it? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just focusing on that big mover that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, EVTV is definitely on my watch. Absolutely. Um, that one with the electric vehicles and all of that, yeah, they are doing pretty good. They are below the ATR high right now, and basically the ATR calculation is taking the low of the previous day, or not the low of the previous day, the close of the previous day, and adding the ATR to the top side, and then the ATR to the bottom side should be down here too. So the ATR to the bottom side is 180s. But yeah, They are doing pretty good. I didn't see any red flags for them, so I really like what they're doing. Could be a slow mover, maybe from 13 and move on up, but I like what they're doing. I've already taken notes on them. I kind of understand their company. So yeah, um, as of everything that's moving today, EVTV is a favorite for sure. Only thing is, we want to make sure they don't get overshadowed by something else. And right now, they have 11 million shares traded. Boxel has 51 million. So I want to see Boxel fail. I want to see it fail hard. And I also want to see ELPW over here fail as well. So Boxel and ELPW are the only two things with more volume than it right now. And I'm like, okay, I want to see these two absolutely crash out and EVTV kind of grind its way up through the day. That would be dope. Plus, it has Catalyst on the day, so that helps too. AJ says, see any news on Mobix? What is Mobix? I have no notes on that one. Mobix. Let's see. Mobix 23. Oh, it's 23 cents. Okay. My scans usually catch things above 75 cents. That's why I don't even see these. Mobix, I mean, it has drone platform and all of that to address growing critical. Let me actually read this. Let me go to Yahoo real quick and MOBX, yeah, I don't even see these because they're so cheap. I have to oversize too much on these, and that's why to make decent money on it, you got to take a lot of risk. Like if I got to take 5,000 shares, bro, it just seems tiring. You know what I mean? It's one of those. Let me see if I can spot any red flags in it though on MOBX. All right, so first of all, we started profile. Mobix Labs Inc. designs, develops, and sells components and systems for advanced wireless and wire connectivity, radio frequency and switching, and electromagnetic interference filtering technologies in the United States and internationally. The company's wireless system solutions include products for advanced RF and millimeter wave 5G communications, software defined radio and custom RF integrated circuits. Interconnect products comprise EMI filter inserts and filtered and non-filtered connections. Its products are used in the consumer, commercial, industrial, automotive, medical, aerospace, military defense, and other markets. The company is based in Irvine, California. Let's go look at its catalyst. All right, so it says 42 minutes ago was the last catalyst. So let's look in this one. Mobix Labs, high precision drone platform. Okay. So Mobix Labs Inc. announced it has secured Federal Aviation Administration administrative certification for its next generation drone-based airborne sensing platform, clearing a key regulatory hurdle and moving the program into commercial execution. The following FAA approval, Mobix Labs has begun expanding real world field operations and initiating customer pilot activity. The certification enables expanded operations for Mobix Labs drone platform and positions the company to begin deployments across the rapidly growing infrastructure inspection market where rail, utility, and industrial operations are accelerated adoption. Okay. In just 1 year, Mobis Labs has advanced the platform from concept to fully integrated FAA certified airborne system ready for real world deployment. Let's go down. Company. Okay, full stack airborne intelligence platform, not just a single purpose drone. Advanced multi sensor technologies, proprietary onboard computing hardware, autonomous flight control software, real time analytics. Mobis Lab is executing a strategy centered on building differentiated Scalable technology platforms. Okay. There's a lot, man. It seems like I hope I don't get to the end of this and see a big red flag at the end of this. Infrastructure, cut costs. Okay, so infrastructure demands are creating new momentum for Mobix Labs. Infrastructure operators worldwide are under increasing pressure to reduce downtime, cut costs, and improve safety. So they have management believes shorter inspection cycles, earlier identification of costly failures, reduced reliance on manual labor. Uh-oh, that means they're going to be cutting some jobs there. Okay. So they may be how many employees does Mobix have? Well, I'll check that in a minute, but it looks like they're going to be cutting some jobs there, cutting out that manual labor. Where was I? Okay. More efficient capital development. These forces are fueling strong momentum across the drone-enabled analytics. Okay, so we'll see. Let's go and look at their back at their profile to see how many employees they have and do they have enough to be cutting to reduce manual labor. Also, let's look at their daily chart. Daily chart here. So it was at 18 cents yesterday. It's only up to 24 cents. That is not a big move at all. 18 up to 24 and at a high of 26. And look at this daily chart. Whew. Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. That one, yeah. That's why these types don't show up on my scans. It's just not enough juice to squeeze. You know what I mean? Not enough juice to squeeze for me. I'm greedy. They have 46 employees. 46 employees. The sector is technology. The industry is semiconductors, and this is one that I will not be trading. So yeah, if you have a strategy for that one and you are consistent in the penny stock world, praise God for you. But most people aren't, and most people are way too greedy, especially people that trade the higher price ones and can get more of a squeeze. Like on GXAI yesterday, I got 50 cents per share on 1,000 shares. You know what I mean? Like this one, what's the ATR? ATR on this one is. ATR on this one is 3 cents. Oh my gosh, 3 cents? Okay, so I use ATR to kind of map out where I'm going to be getting out at, right? GXAI was a 24-cent ATR, right? So I can say, okay, well, if it goes up 24 cents, I can move my stop. Let's say when it went from $2 to 225, move my stop up. When it goes to 225 up to 250, take some and move my stop up. Now, yesterday I took most of it at 250 because I was already up 500 something dollars. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. But like with Mobix, 3 cent ATR, bro. How do you even calculate on that? That means every cent I need to be moving up, right? If I take 10,000 shares. So that's why the math just doesn't make sense. I use ATRs to plan my stops and to kind of trail my stops, and that just doesn't make sense mathematically for how I trade, because I don't really have a problem holding things, but when it's something cheap like this and I hold it and it goes down, 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 and I'm in 10,000 shares and it drops from 23 back to 18 cents, it's gonna make me feel some type of way, especially with my first trade this month. I'm already just sitting real nice up here on the month right here. You see, first trade of the month, $529.76. So I'm just like chilling, I don't really have to do much. I'm good. So this trading those type of price ranges feels like desperation to me. It feels like I don't have the option to do anything else. You know what I mean? Yes, there's opportunity there, but I have options to do other things, to make better opportunities. My whole long-term portfolio right now is up crazy since the beginning of the year. So it's like I'm up in that, I'm up over here, I'm up everywhere. So why risk it? You know what I mean? Plus, I still work a day job. So I look at everything as trading. All the sources of income, all of that coming in, it's a trade. trading time for money, trading time sitting here in front of the computer for money, whatever it is, it's a trade-off. And so I'm like, I have options. I have options all around. Why do I need to dive down here and try to do that, especially with when the catalyst isn't that good? Um, Plus, you got to think about it with drone companies. How much competition is there for that space? There's a lot of competition for droning, a lot of competition. Like they just got certified. It's people that's been certified for years that have already gone through the hills and valleys that they're trying to go through. So you know, like could go either way. Could go either way. But yeah, that ATR is crazy. Only 3 cent ATR. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. All right, let's continue on. So Boxel, crash. Nothing else has popped up. EVTV just kind of getting overshadowed by Boxel and ELP. And anytime I see Chinese stocks leading the day, I just hate the market. Chinese stocks and Israeli stocks leading the day just make me sick to my stomach. They really do, because people trade them and they can do crazy things, but they can also scorch you, absolutely put you in the burner. And I know from personal experience, ever since I stopped trading those, I've done 100 times better. You know what I mean? EVGN, it popped up there. That's another Chinese stock. Oh, yeah. Okay, Chinese stocks are coming up. Yep. This may be a Chinese day. EVGN, I believe, is Chinese. Let me look at that and make sure. Hit a high up there of 139. It's got 2 million shares traded. Let's look down here. Oh, no, it is Israeli. It's the other type that I was talking about, Chinese and Israeli. So if those two are coming up the board, I just feel like there's going to be crucifixion on the day. I really do. And plus, I'm okay. I'm okay where I am. I really am. EVTV getting killed there. It's going down. Now it's at 10%, with Israeli stock up to 20%. And the thing that I always notice about the Israeli stocks is how many wicks they have. They have wicks all over the place. They do these pops out, and I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be the only wick up here, but you got to be fast. And I don't want to be fast. I want to be in something that supports me, supports my lifestyle, supports me up to the highs. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a wick that's up there for like 1 second, and if I don't have a limit order up there, and even when you put limit orders up there, sometimes they don't get filled. So you put a limit order, it doesn't get filled, and then rips you right on back down. And I absolutely hate that. Hate it. BDRX did a round trip there. I see it popping up. What is it? 10%. Did it have Biodex's announces an exclusive license for something? This is out of the UK. Man, that thing did a full round trip. Went up here to 216. Failed that to stay above the ATR highs there, and now headed back towards the ATR lows. Where is this ATR low? Down here at 130. So definitely hit his head up there and was not able to break out. Now all the way back down to 0%, going red. All right. So that's what we want to do. We want to come in, see if there's something that is valuable. And if it's not, just follow the things that we've seen in the past that had that good catalyst, like EVTV and GXAI. But GXAI is red on the day, so I wouldn't advise that. But I'll be watching it for another green day. I really wanted to see it start to capture that $2 level, but it just hasn't made it up there yet. Oh, wow. This one took a little dump, didn't it? Continue down there, and that's all it's going to do is continue to do those wicks. I don't even want to read their catalyst. I don't even care. If it's Israeli or if it's Chinese, they could have the cure for cancer. I'm probably not gonna buy it because they be lying, bro. Lying. Like, yeah, come over here, buy our stock so we can dump on you. We need the money anyway. But yeah, so far we pretty much seen everything that is see anything else. Slab still monkeying around. HP. Also, do you all diversify into longer term portfolios as well as day trading? Because I would advise anybody to do that. A lot of times, let's say I have a year that's just not great in day trading, my long term portfolio makes up for all of that. You know what I mean? Like either way it goes, I'm using everything. Because if you're only day trading and you're not doing any long term investment, I understand people have 401ks and things like that, but I'm talking about outside of a 401k, money that you can actually touch, right? I'm not talking about, something that's locked up that you can't touch until you're what, 65, 64 and a half, you get penalties, 63, you get even more penalties. You know what I mean? I'm talking about money you can touch right now. And I'm okay paying the income taxes because it's work that I didn't have to do. So either way it goes, I know I'm going to be paying taxes. So I just pay my taxes, get it out the way, and now the money's mine. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, "Oh man, the taxes are taxes." I'm like, "Okay, but in an emergency, I can pull this and not without any penalties. I can pull this. Oh man, my tires went out. Oh man, my car did this. Oh man, just pull it out. Pull it on out." And I with the portfolios I have, they're dividend portfolios. So whatever I'm pulling out is money that the dividends have made, and not so much pulling or selling stock to pay something off. It's just money that the dividends have done. I don't want to sell my stocks. And then with some of these, like once you get 100 shares, you can actually start playing options with your money, or not your money, your the shares that you do have. You can actually do what they call iron condors, and you can say, okay, well, if the price stays within X and X, then I get paid the premium for it staying within this range. Or you could do like butterflies, you can do breakouts, whatever options play that you want to do, depending on what you think that it's going to do. If it's going to be super bullish like Tesla, some people did an iron condor and they got their backs broken once it broke out of the range. Um, some people did a breakout. Maybe they did a put or a call where they thought it was going down or up, and they made a lot of money because it didn't stay in the range and it actually made the move, right? So it's just using those shares to make you money. Like the shares that you have in your portfolio can be used without being sold to make you money on options, which is nice. Okay, 80% long term. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I try to do is try to stick around trading with 10 to 15% of everything, and then everything else is just invested in safer things, whatever else. Because I want to be able to absolutely blow my trading account, my day trading account, and it not affect my lifestyle at all. Like blow the whole thing, donate it, burn it, and it not affect my lifestyle at all. So I just milk the market, trade in it, take profits out, pay taxes on those profits, keep it around, around 2,000, 3,000, $4,000 in the account, and make another thousand, make another 2,000, take some profit, you know, and bang, bang, bang. Take it out. Take it out. BRX acting crazy. What is it doing out here? BDRX, I thought it was a round trip, but like it's circling almost circled back, but I don't know what it's doing. Was this the Israeli one? BRX? No, that was I need to put a note on there too. That's what I didn't do. Or maybe I have notes on there already. Oh, I do have notes. This is a UK stock. UK stocks, mm, they're questionable. We'll see what it does. It's up 15, 13%, but not really competing on the volume level of these other ones. Boxel up 55, so it's literally 54 times that one almost. ELPW almost 10 times that. So these are just non-competitive stocks to me until they really ramp up and start catching up and moving up this list on the volume level. Until then, I just leave them alone. They're dead weight. Dead weight. All right. CGL. Okay. Looking for some bullish movers with some real reason. I may not see that pre-market. Another thing is I do better on things that actually have pre-market data. They have a structure or they have some kind of trading before. When it comes to the opening, they just pop up. Let's say they pop up from $2 up to 5, and I didn't see them at all during pre-market. I usually just avoid those because one, they take a lot of time to form their structure, and usually it's like lunchtime by the time they form their structure. And if they wasn't doing anything during pre-market, they might not even have a catalyst. And so I usually just check BAM SCC to see if they have like shelf registrations and if they can dump. And a lot of times they do have those shelf registrations, or they do have some underhanded stuff going on where it popped up maybe because of a chat during the day or something like that, and now they are ready to sell their shares. So I kind of like to see a buildup of structure where buyers have actually stepped in and stopped it from falling, and sellers have actually stepped in and stopped it from going up. And then I know there's levels there. There's real levels that turned it around, especially on the high volume. And then I guess the first thing would have been the catalyst. It needs to have a catalyst. If I look at it and it's just up with no catalyst, I just feel my stomach turn a lot. Right now, man, we're just looking around. It is 7:42 here Central Standard Time. We'll be getting ready for my morning meeting. It's no rush trading for me. I've already kind of in where I need to be. Oh, this is one I need to put a note on. This is the Israeli stock. A note. Oh, I add a note. Israeli stock. All right, that's a no-go on EVGN. 4 million shares traded. So we're gonna see if Israeli and the Chinese stocks can start to lead the day. They do. I already know it's gonna be a hand sitting day for me. All right, back over here to the let's see what new news has popped out. All right, Fortive forecast upbeat. Oh, and this is earnings season. A lot of earnings coming through. What is the overall market doing? It is down. Overall market was up. Look at that. Went down to 25. Gave a lot of hope here, back up to 26, and then returned all the way back down here yesterday, falling. And so now just at a settling point of 25. Do we have any speakers today? Let's see. Today is the 4th. We have Governor Lisa D. Cook on monetary policy and economic outlook at the Economic Club of Miami, Florida. And then on Friday, we have another speaker, Philip Ian Jefferson, economic outlook on supply side inflation dynamics. As supply side factors in inflation, what have we learned? Well, we know that inflation is bad and it keeps going up and things keep getting more expensive. That's why people keep investing, because they're trying to keep up and stay above inflation, the inflation rates. Because statistically, most people that are doing their own portfolios, the best that they get is 16%. And that's what I got last year, 16% on my portfolios that of my personal picks. But the big ones for the 401ks and stuff, they can get like 32%. And it makes sense, because if you're getting a company match, you should be getting double, right? So, if I want to work on some other types of portfolios, but I really enjoy the dividends. I don't really have the big techs, because I really just didn't like how much. I know they moved a lot. Amazon, or not Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia, all of those, they moved a lot, but I just invested more in the infrastructure build out than the big tech. I didn't want full exposure to them. You know what I mean? Like, I have some exposure through ETFs, but I just didn't want to be out in the cold if they end up not performing the way that they should, or end up selling off. I just don't want that type of exposure, because they move big. So, kind of protecting myself there. All right, well, today is no rush trading. Here are the notes that I have for the past couple of days. So EVTV was up there. GXAI is red on today, so not sure what that wants to do. But EVTV came out with news on today. It's only up 13%, but could be a grinder. Not sure what it wants to do. And then we're still on an AI kick, so AI stuff is still the way to go, especially in small caps, especially if they're connected to a bigger company. But yeah, I'm about to jump on off of here. Get ready for this morning meeting. Watch out for the overall market over here. That is, I don't even know what it wants to do. It closed below the ATRs here, went all the way down here. Now today's ATRs are right here. So it's had a top side ATR of 25 and a bottom side of 24. I don't know which way it's going to lead, but I remember we had a gap here that I had marked from, I put on here 120. So January 20th, and then the bottom of the gap was January 20th there. And so we can see that it is trading below that previous gap level that we had marked back on the 20th of January. And so we'll see if it continues to ride down under the 25s. But if it does, hey, it's earnings season, so a lot of people, they can catch those bottom buys, especially if things are following the market, catch those bottom buys for a nice recovery. But we'll see. We'll see. We don't know how long it's going to be going down, or how long whatever is going to happen. But yeah, being vigilant. Yep, that's it for me today. And as always, I will see y'all in the next one. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button, because I always forget to say it. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.